morning, everyone. Welcome to the American Sports Connection. I'm your host, the one and only Joey Railroads. I'm here with my good buddy Ryan Ennis. Ryan, how's it going, man?
Chilling, man. I thought I heard myself get disconnected, and then all of a sudden I heard your voice. So I was like, oh, okay.
Goddamn technology.
Yeah, it sounded like digital static for a second, so I was like, what is this? But yeah, everything's good. I got my wife away for the weekend, so I'm going to have a weekend of video games. Look at me living on the edge.
What are you playing?
It's actually a free-to-play game that's been out for years called Warframe. That it's just like Destiny, but in my opinion, a little bit better. I don't know. It's fun. It's free to play, and it's got me and my buddies hooked. So
That's all that matters, right? As long as you're having a good time.
fuck yeah, bro. What you been up to?
I've been watching some March Madness this weekend.
Anything good happening? Any big upsets?
I don't. Not really.
I'm not a very big football guy.
Yeah, nah, it's still been fun, though. Like, there was a couple chances earlier today. Could have been big upsets, but they didn't pan out.
Oh, well, as long as you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, it's a once-a-year kind of thing, so you just kind of sit back, relax, and, watch basketball for 2-3 days, like, nonstop.
Watch college kids risk serious injury, not getting paid.
That's what I feel bad for, yeah.
That's why I don't patronize it.
Dude, what you're saying makes total sense.
I can't bring myself to watch it because of that.
No, you bring up very valid points. But I have to tell you my story from last weekend. I had to pick up Tremont. I was going to a show, Pro Wrestling Magic, in Ridgefield Park, and he was on the show. So I was already going, and to pick him up was on the way. So anyway, I picked him up, and then I got drugged into picking somebody else up because they were on the way in North Philadelphia, which is the huge Irish section. And mind you, this is right before St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
So that was an adventure in itself. We were going to leave. The plan was to leave early because Matt was going on early, like first or second match, and he looks at me and he goes, "Hey, do you care after my match I get paid and I'll stay for intermission, try and sell my stuff, and then we can leave?" I was like, yeah, I don't care, whatever. So the other person I picked up comes up to me and he goes, "Dude," he's like, they had like a lumberjack match, I think it was. And he goes, "They want me to work that match. Do you think Matt is going to be mad at me, because they want to pay me to work the lumberjack match?" I was like, I don't see why he wouldn't. But he felt bad because I guess his match was like later on after intermission, and Matt thought he was going to get to go home early.
Yeah, that's why I don't give people I don't give people car rides because I don't have a license, but I don't know, I don't want to get caught somewhere.
It basically ended up where I got home by about 2 in the morning.
Jeez.
Which is kind of early in wrestling world.
No, you are true.
And, it was real quick funny story about the whole thing. Before we were coming back home, they both guys needed a pack of cigarettes because they're smokers. And they're smoking and I'm waiting for them to finish. And he's like, "You must think," Matt starts laughing. He's like, "You must think we're a couple of assholes where you got to sit and wait for us to finish smoking." I was like, "I don't care. I don't have nothing exciting to do."
I would have been like, "Yeah, you fucking assholes."
Yeah.
I don't even offer me one.
Yeah. No, Lance, Matt did not bleed all over my car.
That's probably a good thing.
That's one of the few matches he didn't bleed that I've seen, because he's got that giant, I call it a giant goiter on his head.
Yuck.
From where he's bled so much, he's got like the little like knot there now.
Yeah, yuck.
Like the what do you call it? Like the excess skin or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, I wanted to touch on that. That was a fun, interesting ride.
Sounds like it.
Yeah. All right. Real
I
quick.
haven't had anything interesting going on. Just getting ready to go away to New Orleans, KofiMania, Brazil, and 2 places in Mexico. Not Brazil, KofiMania, Belize. And yeah, we're going to like some Mayan ruins, which is all up my alley, and going to a spice farm and some like random middle of the ocean beach party.
Huh.
So, living it up.
Hang on one second, Rye.
Alright.
Hold that thought for 1 second.
Alright, so, yeah, seeing, I don't want to leave everybody here not listening to anything, so, got WrestleMania coming up. It's going to suck. I'm going to be away for the entire week. Be a lot of good
Sorry
stuff
about
in
that.
New York. Okay, sorry. I was just talking so there wasn't dead air.
No, I had to turn my volume up.
How sad I was that I'm not going to be here for WrestleMania week when everything's going to be here.
What are you going to do with your life?
Fucking be drunk as fuck in the middle of the ocean. That's the only acceptable answer, and it's the truth of this year, so.
That's funny. All right, real quick, before we get rolling, don't forget to check out the social media stuff, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at ASC Pods. You can find our entire catalog on B Plus Player Radio. Check them out on Twitter at B Plus Radio. You can also check out their sponsors over at Audible. Over 400 downloadable stuff you can listen to, you know, especially if you're on a long drive. I know Matt and a lot of those guys use it. You can get a free 30 days. Go to audibletrial.com/B plus players. And don't forget to check out our sponsors over at Too Sweet Magazine. Find them on Twitter at 2TOO Sweet Mag. You talk about not being here for Mania Week. I think it's up to 60 shows.
Yeah, that's nuts.
I want to say the running joke I have with a couple promoters I know is how many guys are going to lose their ass running a show that week.
Yeah, because there's only a finite amount of wrestling fans, even in New York, to go to these shows. So.
Well, because there's like, I'll give you an example. There's more than one. A couple companies are running at the exact same time as Ring of Honor in the Garden.
Yeah, see, that's just the thing. It's like, how delusional are you that you think people want to come see your shitty independent wrestling show and you have New Japan and fucking Ring of Honor in the Garden?
I just think it's suicide.
I think it's stupid. I think it's vain, and I hope these people lose money for doing shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, you have to know your place.
Well, I was saying, like, know your market. Like, if you're gonna run on the same day, run at a different time.
And be realistic.
That too. I guess they think because it's going to be more in North Jersey that people will travel, but there's no guarantee.
I mean, maybe diehard fans who can't afford to go to other shows will end up going. But all the fans that have any money are going to go see, you know, big name pro wrestlers. You know what I mean? Like, it's not to knock indies. It's just the truth.
I'm pretty sure I'm taking Little Man to meet Steen the day before Mania.
Hold that thought.
That's why we do it live, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh. Hey, you at the hotel?
But you're right, Lance. I just saw your comment now. It's scar tissue. He has like a giant, almost like a golf ball size like thing of it. I always tease him about it. mat that I want to take like a fork or something and like pop it or get it out of there because it looks really weird. Because he's too young to look like that with that nasty fucking thing on there. But like I was saying, I'm pretty sure it's like 60 shows are running Mania Week. I know the first show is Wednesday, I believe, before WrestleMania, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I'm back. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. I was just rambling, trying to fill dead air.
Yeah, no, my wife just landed, and she just wanted to let me know she got there. Okay,
yeah, that she's safe and everything.
Yeah, she got to the hotel and stuff like that. And,
that's good.
Yep. So now my mind is at ease. Now I don't have to worry about that.
You can take a breath.
Yep.
No, what I was saying was, I think me and Little Man are gonna go meet Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens
the day before Mania.
That's cool.
Because someone, like on my friends list, sent me a link that he's like signing at like a random Walmart or something in North Jersey.
I'll have fun with that, bro.
Oh, don't remind me.
Oh, bro, that's gonna be awful.
I already know I'm gonna have to leave at like 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, maybe even earlier than that. I hate to say that.
Because it's like 11 to 1, I think it said.
Oh, bro, you need to get there at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's gonna suck.
Oh, bro, you couldn't pay me to do that. I don't care how much I love my kid.
I gotta hope all the wrestling fans sleep in that day.
Yeah, that's not likely.
I was planning on getting there like around 8 or 8:30.
Oh, bro, you might as well not go.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, bro. You've seen pictures of things before. I've showed you. I've showed you fucking lines that are like 5-6 blocks long. Bro, yeah, you have to understand how many million of people just live in this city to begin with that are wrestling fans.
Yeah, well, at least I'm not going in the city, thank God.
But it doesn't. North Jersey isn't far.
I know.
Especially since, you can access it fairly easily through public transportation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You're a much better father than I'm gonna be. It's fucking scribble his name down on a piece of paper here. Kevin Owens says hi.
Lance brings up a good point. He said, especially Mania Week 2.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, you have New York fans as it is, and now you're having people from all over the world.
You might
fucking come in.
You might have a very valid point that I might have to leave like super fucking early.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I've showed you pictures of fucking outside of like Toys R Us's where it's like the line goes outside of the store and halfway or all the way around the store. And like I've seen places where the line has lapped itself around buildings.
And probably everyone doesn't get what they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't even know how that works, like how they can guarantee. But people in New York are crazy. They sleep outside for video games, like.
Lance said, I think the car might be broken that day.
Yeah, sorry, little buddy. The car just suddenly broke down. It starts working at 1 o'clock. Oh, my. I fixed it.
My bad. Did you, speaking of, like, news and stuff, did you hear about Allie?
Yes. That she has signed with, whatchamacallit?
All Elite.
Yes. Good for her.
She quietly finished up with Impact. I read.
That's interesting because they're in the middle, probably Impact's best fucking storyline.
They said her last appearances. It's either this past week or this coming week. I forget what it was.
That's kind of awful because I've actually really liked her in this role.
Because from what I just read before we went live, that she's known since like January they weren't bringing her back.
Well, color me shocked.
Because they wanted to quote unquote change up the roster, which I think is stupid. Because I agree with you. That's probably the best storyline they have in the company.
Yeah, I've been really, really enjoying that for when I've watched it. I thought it started off stupid, but I've liked the evolution of Allie's character from somebody who I truly never thought could actually work.
And she proved a lot of people wrong.
Yeah, no, I mean, she ended up, she's good. I'm completely cool with her. I mean, but yeah,
So I'm assuming this is the end of Demon Bunny.
yeah, it's unfortunate because I liked her in that role.
I did too, considering Rosemary just re-signed with Impact. So
Impact doesn't have a terrible women's division. So.
oh, not at all.
I am just not a tremendously big fan of Tessa Blanchard. I don't think she's bad. I quite the opposite. I'm just not a fan. Like, I don't dislike her. Just she doesn't do anything for me.
To be completely honest with you, the times I've had interactions with her, she's not very approachable or friendly, I guess you would say. Like, she just, I don't know how to word it. She's just odd.
Yeah, I don't know much about her. I know she is Tully's daughter.
I think she's really talented.
Exactly. Oh, I'm not taking a damn thing away from her. I want to make that absolutely clear. It's just, I just don't see anything major with her. She just doesn't do it for me. But I'm one person. My opinion is irrelevant.
No, I know they're trying to reshape their roster because they want to, I guess, bring in like newer, unknown talent, I guess you would call it.
Okay.
Because they're bringing Ace Austin in, who's one of Dave and Jake's students that they took under their wing. Like, a ton of their students are there now.
No, that's good. I mean, that means that they obviously trust them. See, I'm very much into the whole bring in new talent, make your own, as opposed to try to rely on old talent. I'm very much on that wavelength.
Definitely.
So I'm okay with it, but I am also not okay. Be like, for me, Allie was their creation. I don't know Cherry Bomb. Didn't know her on the indies. Like, I know her name was Cherry Bomb, but I couldn't tell you a fucking damn thing about her. I know more about her thanks to Impact.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's like, I think it's dumb. Like, if they were to let Rosemary go, I think that would be ridiculous. Because they're the ones who put her on the map. So, I mean, it also could have been Allie deciding that she really wanted to go to Impact. I mean, go to AEW, and from what she said in the Road to Double or Nothing, it really made it seem like she actively wanted to get to AEW. Like, she wanted to be signed.
I'm excited for their show coming up in May.
I am too. I want to take them very seriously, and I am not taking them seriously, but right now they have a great idea and everything. I want to see it in action.
Yeah, did you see they just applied for some trademarks?
Yeah, according to Cody, that was just trying to bring some of his dad's trademarks home. Not that they really intend to run those pay-per-views.
Okay.
That those are some of his dad's creations, and he just wanted to have the
basically
copyrights.
Just to have them.
Yeah, like this is my dad's work.
Yeah, it totally makes sense.
So I mean, like again, he could be lying.
We'll find out soon.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that he is lying. You know, I mean, he could very easily just be completely honest and say that this is just something that he wanted for his dad. You know, which I could completely see as a legitimate reason.
For those that don't know what we're talking about, Cody applied for the trademarks. Bash at the Beach.
Bunkhouse Stampede.
Yes, and then there was a third.
Yeah, I forget the third one. But then it was also like the Prince of Wrestling, the American Nightmare.
Yeah.
There were other ones, but the notable were 3 former WCW pay-per-view titles that, when asked, he said, you could turn your notifications off. Like, there's no news to this. Those are just things that my dad created that I wanted to bring home.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm likely to take that at like pretty much face value.
Absolutely. There's a lot of stuff actually to talk about with WWE. The big thing, in my opinion, is the stuff with Kurt Angle this past week.
Yeah, I think that was WWE really dropping the ball about as big as they could with one of their all-time greatest workers, which, funny enough, I think he still has more time in TNA than he does total in WWE.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, but when you think about it, when he came in, it was what, 2000? He was gone. What, 2003, 2004, 2005, the latest, and then he was gone for like 10, 11 years.
Yeah, it's still weird to think that.
Yeah, it really is. I believe the Dudleys are kind of in that category. No, because the Dudleys are close. The Dudleys spent a lot of time in TNA too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Angle has a longer TNA career.
Let me put it to you this way. WWE dropped the ball when a Chicago crowd is chanting, "We want Cena."
Want Cena, yeah. Maybe that's what woke him up.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Where are we? They want who?
Like, we're in Bizarro world.
I genuinely don't think that Vince expected that in a million, billion, gajillion years.
Well, we talked about this off air, and it's not a knock on Baron Corbin, but if you want someone to have a good match with Angle, it's not Corbin can't carry him.
Yeah,
and that's
Baron
not a
Corbin
knock on him
because
he just can't do it.
No, I am with you 1,000%. Baron Corbin's just not that guy.
Yeah, like Lance said, how bad is Corbin when the crowd wants that?
No, you're completely right. And again, I don't think Baron Corbin's bad. I've been very adamant about that to you.
Yeah.
He's not the guy to have fucking Kurt Angle's last match with.
No, absolutely. And I'm pretty sure Kurt was not excited about it.
Yeah.
Like, he wouldn't come out and publicly say it, but, like, really? This is going to be the guy?
Yeah, no, I understand that. I also think Kurt's also could be at a point in his life where he's just grateful for anything he gets.
That, too.
And I don't mean that in a bad, derogatory way.
No. That he's just like, hey, I broke my neck X amount of times. I'm just happy to be walking.
Yeah, and just be in a different place in his life. I think he knows he's on borrowed time and has been for a while, and I just think he's enjoying.
And to be honest with you, dude, and I don't know if you feel this way, I hope he stays retired, because watching him in the ring now is just sad.
Yeah, he's just not what he used to be.
Yeah, and I'm not knocking Kurt. It's just, it's sad to see him where he's at now physically.
Yeah, he kind of lumbers around. He really can't move. He fucking slouched. Like, reverse
I'll say
slouch.
this, though. Gable got a great fucking match out of him on Raw.
Chad Gable was amazing. Sorry, I yawned. Chad Gable's fucking amazing, bro.
But what did you tell me off air about him? If he was anywhere else, he would be a world champion or a world champion contender.
Yeah, I think you have him in the main event most anywhere else. I think he is so good in that ring, and he showed it when they were in NXT.
Definitely.
I thought he was so good. I think they had the perfect storyline with him being Kurt Angle's son.
Yeah.
You know, and then they gave it to fucking Jason Jordan.
The other thing I really enjoyed with Raw, how good was the promo that Batista cut?
Yeah, I heard a lot of people complain about it. I fucking loved it.
Because he was a dick.
He was a movie bad guy, bro. That's what he was. He was every movie bad guy sitting there in his fucking office in his suit, talking shit. I was like, yo, he's a movie bad guy. I love this.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. And he's just so much better as a bad guy.
Yeah, and it doesn't really feel like...
contrived.
Yeah, other than where he has to try to tie in storyline, he comes across that way very well. I think he does that very well.
Yeah.
Where he's not just like, I'm a bad guy, let me be bad. Like, he's just, I don't know. But I'm very happy with it. I'm actually happy with this match. You know, I think somebody on, like, Cultaholic said that, you know, and this is before you told me about the tag titles. It was either Cultaholic or Culture said there could be potentially 18 matches on this fucking card.
Oh.
I don't quite know how they arrived at the number. I really didn't sit there and do the math. But it very well could be, bro.
Yeah, 17 was the last I read, and Wikipedia has 10 right now.
Oh, 17. Okay, so that's in the same ballpark then. I just didn't have anything to confirm that, and I'm like, that's a large number.
Like, I was talking, I think it was to Lance about this, and he said, my God, the poor people over in the UK, the sun's going to be coming up and the show's going to be going off the air.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like... I don't know. I mean, like, I may actually be watching some of that fucking pay-per-view. I mean, like, my ship gets in early in the morning. Like,
you might be able to see it.
Like, my wife and I may be back at the hotel, like, in chillin' and have WrestleMania on my phone.
I'm looking at the Wikipedia right now to see the matches.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, they don't even have the women's tag titles. The SmackDown... I'm sorry, the SmackDown they do. They don't have either Raw or SmackDown tag title matches on there yet.
And they still have 7... Oh, no, they have 10 matches right now.
They have 10 matches right now.
U.S. title match? Yeah, right? Because,
yeah, that's on there. The Cruiserweight one is on there. The other one is whoever Daniel Bryan is facing isn't on there.
Asuka isn't on there.
Yeah, Asuka's is on there. It says to be determined.
But nothing with the tag titles. Not even
either.
Mentioned. That's crazy.
So yeah, we're looking at a long show.
but you know what you do got? You got the Miz and Shane McMahon, which I'm actually looking forward to.
Yeah.
Yo, that fucking promo Miz cut this week showed that maybe this face thing is going to be an okay thing for him.
Yeah, it was good.
That was a great promo.
I want your opinion on something. Do you think Vince and them are dragging the Kofi thing out too much?
Absolutely. I said that at the end of SmackDown this week. I was like, fuck this story. Like, I'm tired of this.
I felt that way too.
Like, now it's like overkill. I thought it was too much to begin with at the start of SmackDown. And even just judging with the crowd, I was okay with Daniel Bryan coming out. What I genuinely, like, in my heart thought was going to happen, and it's not like me being sad that I was wrong, because I don't mind being wrong with wrestling. I don't like being wrong when it's stupid like this was. I thought Kevin Owens would come out and at least distract Daniel Bryan to help Kofi. He would explain why he's just been so, like, pro Kofi this entire time, because they did nothing with that. Let me be his tag team partner, and then they dropped it.
Yep. The other thing I didn't like about that, and I don't know how you'll feel about it, but my thing was, I didn't have a problem with Kofi beating all those guys if it leads to him winning and getting the match at WrestleMania. What I didn't like was they have him beat all those guys, including your new U.S. champion, Samoa Joe, and then have Daniel Bryan come out and beat him. So it's like all those fucking guys didn't matter.
That's not what that means at all. Kofi had just wrestled an hour, and then the world champion comes out to wrestle him. After Kofi had already been wrestling 5 other matches, so in his 6th match...
Which is insane to think about.
Yeah, I don't think it made the other guys look weak whatsoever. I think, I mean, if you've read that online, I think that's just people making trouble for no reason. Because, I mean, that story wasn't about the other guys to begin with.
No.
And for the world champion to come out and just beat somebody who's already wrestled 5 matches, that doesn't make anybody look weak, in my opinion. I wouldn't look at that and say, like, oh man, that made everybody look bad. That's an inherent problem I see with those matches to have to begin with. But
no, yeah, you got a point there. The other thing I wanted to ask you about, what did you think of how they're using Ronda now? Like they had her husband get involved this past week.
I don't think they should script heel Ronda. I truly think she's, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but
being herself.
No, I don't think. I mean, like, I think she's emotional enough in real life that if she reacts to how she really feels, just without getting vulgar, I think you do better with somebody like Ronda.
I know what you mean, where it's like you almost poke the bear.
Well, because getting booed and hearing you deserve it, like, that's fucked up. Like, it really is in your own hometown. Like, when she got the shit beat out of her by fucking Charlotte.
Yeah.
That hit her on the same level that losing her first match made her want to kill herself. I mean,
yeah, I know what you mean. Like, she took it very personally.
So, like, I legitimately think she went from being a complete fangirl, legitimate, complete, true, honest to God. Like, that's one thing I never questioned, was whether or not Rousey was a real fan of wrestling.
And she turned on him quick.
I think it's because the fans turned on her.
Yep.
And they really did. And, for whatever reason, like, I'm cool with it. You're a wrestler. People are going to boo or cheer you. Fucking deal with it. She took that personally. And if you let her just let that come out of her, so long as she's not being like, you fucking pieces of shit, I think there's money in that.
Yeah, let her go.
As far as her husband getting involved, I didn't have a problem with it. Don't let it become an everyday thing. He shouldn't be getting more TV time than guys like Zack Ryder.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to point out, I don't know if you noticed, because she wrestled Dana Brooke. Is it me, or did she look vastly different?
She may not be competing in bodybuilding anymore. So she may have she looked a lot thinner in the face.
Yeah. Like she just looked... I hate to say it like this, but she looked like sad.
Oh, I just think she looked slimmer in the face. She didn't look as chubby as she used to, because she had put on a lot of weight. I just think she lost weight.
I will say that. Yeah, she looked leaner.
Yeah, I think she looks great now. I think there was a point where she had really gotten chunky now. I don't know if that was a result of her doing powerlifting, because it's also that's the reason why she's a very thick woman, is because she's a power lifter. Like if you look at her outside of wrestling,
Yeah, I've seen her like routines and stuff when they would show it on um, whatever that NXT show used to be on the network.
yeah,
They showed like her training, like regiment and stuff, and I mean, props to her. She's hardcore with that stuff, man.
yeah, she's into like all that weight fit, like weight competing, like yeah, it's like you said, all these routines. I think she was in one of like the Schwarzenegger competitions.
Yes.
Because I know Stephanie McMahon said something about that during last year's Royal Rumble. And she was doing that while she was an active competitor within the WWE, so that could definitely contribute. Or she could have just lost weight, because she looked thinner. Like she looked sickly compared to how she was.
Yeah.
But she was also thick in the face for a long time. I was happy to see that. It looks like she's healthy.
Right. Lance is saying a lot of people were saying that they thought it was a different person. And he's saying he read that she had collagen taken out of her face.
I was going to say, it looks like all the... she had begun to have... Like, she didn't have duck face anymore.
I was just going to say that. Because I saw a picture of her when she first came into NXT. They had it up. And then what she looked like now. And it looked like two different people.
Yeah, I think she had all that collagen removed from her face. Because she didn't look like Super Duck Face. But after Super Duck Face, she had gotten kind of chunky in the face too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if that was more collagen or what. But I think Lance is very on the nose with that. Because she looked more like a human being than overly plastic, which has always been what I've thought of her. Like that, she looked very fake and very plastic duck face like.
Yeah, because looked like she had gotten a lot of work done at some point.
Yeah, so I mean, Charlotte looks like she's gotten a ton of work done.
Definitely.
Bro, first those fucking teeth, and then bro, her cheeks are so different. Go look at fucking Charlotte when she was with Summer Rae and Sasha Banks in NXT.
It's not the same person.
It's not even close to the same person.
Well, and she got whatever that was on her face removed.
No, bro. More than that. She's had...
Well, no, I meant that was one of the other things. Because she had like that mole again, or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, it was some kind of mole or something. I had something similar to like what Cindy Crawford had.
Okay.
It turned out to be almost cancer. So the same guy who did Pamela Anderson's boobs was the guy who did my mole. That's
your claim to fame.
Yep. That's my connection. That's my 7 degrees of separation.
There you go.
That's how I jump into that conversation. Now I can connect myself to Kevin Bacon.
But no, you're right. She got a lot of work done too.
Yeah, I've realized that the last couple of weeks. Now again, you know, I mean, yeah, I'm kind of against women getting their face all done. So I was gonna throw out a disclaimer, like I'm not against that, but I'm like, nah, I really am against that kind of shit.
What do you think of this Beth Phoenix stuff?
I'm on the fence because it's like she contributed a lot. She's an enigma in a lot of ways. As long as they don't give him the titles, like I don't know what I'm gonna do if they give him the titles. I'm not necessarily against it because again, like you know, she still does a lot for the company. She's still very active. It's not like Tori Wilson coming back and winning. Like she's Beth fucking Phoenix.
And I always felt bad for her because she was kind of in the wrong era.
Exactly. Like, it's not like a diva coming back. Like, this is a wrestler who was stuck in the diva era getting a chance to wrestle. And it's somebody that nobody will question whether they belong. I think there'd be a big argument if it was like Dawn Marie or Stacy Keibler or again Tori Wilson. No knock to Tori Wilson, but I know she's going into the Hall of Fame this year, right?
Yep.
That's not the same kind of Hall of Famer as fucking Beth Phoenix. I'm sorry, it's just not. So
And
I'm
speaking of the Hall of Fame, it's an incredibly weak Hall of Fame this year.
I'm waiting to hear who the fucking headline is about. Who's the? Oh no, the headline's supposed to be DX, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Headliner should have been China.
I'm just happy that she's actually gonna get in.
I don't think Booker T needs to go in again.
Oh, I agree with you, but I guess what I'm saying is if this is the only way that she's gonna get in, then so be it. Because if anybody deserved to be in there, she does.
Oh, bro, I will say that till I'm blue in the face. I will argue anybody that the validity of her induction in the Hall of Fame is paramount to anything. Like, what she did as a porn actress has nothing to do, that has nothing to do with the wrestling business. She didn't, she had a legitimate job that started when her wrestler, a guy who's about to go into the Hall of Fame now, made a sex tape with her and sold it.
Yeah.
So the whole sex tape argument is out the fucking window once you put X-Pac in there.
Definitely. Lance is saying Beefcake is one they haven't announced yet.
Who gives a fuck? That means Hogan. I mean, you saw that whole thing the whole argument I had earlier today. And I stand by every fucking word I said to that. I mean, I'm not gonna stand here and fucking have this debate with fucking racist apologists. There are people who have done things in life who have truly apologized. Basically saying, I'm sorry I got caught is not one of that. And the link that guy linked, that's what Hogan starts off saying. It was supposed to be private. You know what? It doesn't matter whether it was supposed to be private. You got caught saying it.
Yeah, it's irrelevant.
And that's my problem. It's like, what you do in private should matter. Like, who you really are should matter when you're supposed to be a role model to people.
Oh, that's right. Harlem Heat's going in.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't necessarily know why Booker T is going in twice. I definitely don't know why Stevie Ray is when you have teams like the British Bulldogs who aren't in there.
Yeah. It's just a weird class.
Yeah, I mean, I know the Steiners will never go in, but the Steiners deserve to be.
Yeah, because of Scotty.
Yeah, but they're another one that I think should be in the Hall of Fame.
The one thing I will give them credit for is who they're putting in for the Warrior Award.
The lady who does Make-A-Wish?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
It's basically what the Warrior wanted. Someone that's been with the company forever, and they're going to finally get recognized.
Well, is that somebody who's with WWE or somebody who's with the Make-A-Wish Foundation?
No, she's worked for WWE for 30 years.
Oh, see, okay. That makes it even better. I thought it was the lady who...
she works with Make-A-Wish is what I think.
Oh, okay.
How you work everything out. However you do that. Yeah, they should have been in a long time ago, Lance. Demolition, but they're not getting it anytime soon.
Oh, because of the lawsuits.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many names I could name.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. It's a weirdly political thing. Sometimes oddly more political than fucking base.
But I'll say this, dude. They're running out of names.
That's a reality, though. When you have to try to get a certain amount of people per year, history catches up to you very quickly.
Absolutely.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if, in a year or two they put Matt Riddle in just because they have nobody else to put in.
Yeah.
Dude hasn't even debuted in WWE, and they're gonna put him in the fucking Hall of Fame. Here, we got nobody else. No way, Jose.
Dude, did you see him on Raw?
Oh, bro,
The fucking bright ass green hair.
bro, I guess he's trying to do something. I mean, like,
I
at
give
least
him
it got.
credit, but I was just taken aback. Like, whoa.
Bro, when's the last time me and you talked about No Way Jose? So at least you got people talking about him.
Well, you got a
Now,
point.
I mean, I can't say anything else about it. I got people talking about him, but
It was just like bizarre.
yeah, it really was. But you know what? I mean, it's if it's his fucking gimmick, he's having fun. He's tropical and
Yeah, go for it. Why not?
like I was oddly okay with it. I just do something with him. Like, don't make him the guy who always loses. I fucking hate what they're doing with Alexa Bliss. She's like, "Hi, I'm Alexa." Like, you guys have never fucking met before. Like, his thing is, "Hello, I'm Elias." I get that. That's okay.
Yeah,
But
they have
for
this
her to
weird fascination with getting rid of people's name. Like, just like, I'm Andrade.
Yeah, Andrade, I'm on the fence with because typical
But you know what I
Americans,
mean. It's just they have this thing with shortened people's names.
like Otis and fucking Tucker.
Yeah.
They're not Otis Dodovich and fucking Tucker Knight anymore.
And Lance said they must have some of Adam Rose, the old Adam Rose's scripts kicking around for No Way Jose.
Unfortunately, that's what it is. I mean, it's like you can have those kind of acts and still treat them well. I mean, like, in a lot of ways, Dalton Castle started off as one of those gimmicks and ended up becoming a world champion with it.
Speaking of Adam Rose, he just officially retired recently.
He was going through a lot of shit, though.
I
His
felt
son had a
really
medical
bad for
condition.
him when I saw the thing on the network they had, like with him with NXT, with his kid.
Or ESPN.
Or no, it was ESPN. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Like, I felt that's got to be really rough.
Oh, I know it's a little off topic, but we do talk about MMA a bit. Did you hear about the shit going on with Tony Ferguson?
No.
All right, you know who Tony Ferguson is, right?
Yes.
The fighter? Okay. Apparently, he's been suffering from like a lot of mental illness. I believe it was in December or November. He went out and bought a life raft, and in the middle of the night, woke his wife and kid up, and demanded they get into the car, and drove them like 111 miles away, because he was sure that the flood was going to come and kill everybody, and promised that if it didn't happen, he'd get help. One time he came, it was really late. He was trying to get his son to come outside, and the kid's a little boy. And the mother was like, "No, it's too late. Like, what are you doing?" He pushed past them, snatched the kid out of the house. Kid was barefoot and without a diaper. And he hopped over the fence with the kid in his hands.
Jesus.
He's ripped apart. He turned off most of the electric in his house because he's convinced that they're spying on him through the refrigerator, that there's cameras in his house.
So he's basically, you're telling me he's got some serious mental health issues.
Yeah, that sounds like serious schizophrenia to me.
That's sad.
Doesn't let his wife fucking shower or go into the bathroom alone because he thinks like
people are watching her and
thinks like she's corrupted or something, and it's to the point now where she's like, I don't want to divorce him, but I can't live with him until he gets help. She's with her mother.
Wow.
I think the most recent thing was maybe mid-February. They were going to the hospital, and they were at the 405, and he hopped out of traffic, ran away, and jumped over a barrier on the side of the road, and ended up coming home hours later, but...
Phew.
Yeah. So... before dude snaps, kills somebody, I think it's time that, he gets some fucking help.
How about to say, hopefully he gets the help he needs.
Yeah, I hope UFC isn't letting him fight.
Yeah, that sounds really bad.
But what happens if he snaps in a fight and tries to kill somebody? What if he kills somebody in a fight?
Yeah. Where he thinks, the person's evil or whatever.
It's crazy, bro. It goes to rip somebody's fucking eye out. Like, I mean, like, there's crazy things that could happen. That, like, does he get charged? It's a professional fight. Like, to what level? Like, I mean, the guy had a mental break. Is the UFC liable? Like,
That's a very, slippery slope.
yeah, fuck that. If I'm UFC and I'm hearing this and I'm like, no, you ain't fighting ever again, I am sorry.
Yeah.
Guy gets punched in the face and tries to murder.
Because that could be an insurance disaster.
Yeah, bro, he punched you in the face. All of a sudden, the guy tries to fucking murder somebody. No, thank you, bro.
Not at all. I almost forgot some news. AJ Styles brought it up that he re-signed with the company.
Yeah, but the bigger news is he got a new dog.
Yeah.
You saw that fucking post?
Yeah.
He put up his newest member of my family. Oh, and by the way, I signed a new contract.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
I cracked up. I'm like, look at you having a fucking sense of humor.
But, I mean, I didn't think... How do I say this? I don't think it was something that people... Oh, he's not going to resign.
Who the fuck said that?
No, I'm saying I thought it was like a given that they were gonna get something done.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. No, I mean, it's... Anybody who was talking about him going elsewhere clearly has no idea how much money he makes.
That or how much they were willing to give him.
If they're telling barely named independents will double whatever other places are offering you, they're going to pay the guy that just held the title for over a year whatever he wants and give him how many days a year he wants in order to make sure he's not making money for the competition.
Lance is asking, did we see the video of Neville almost breaking the guy's neck with the pile driver off the second rope?
Yeah, I don't think shit like that has a place in wrestling.
Ooh.
Yeah, bro, he gave him a fucking tombstone off the second rope, bro, he broke it, like, he landed the guy on his head, like,
he spiked him.
You saw the video too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, it was... I'm not for wrestling like that. That's not entertainment for me.
That's unsafe.
Yeah, I don't want to see people getting hurt. I don't want to... Like, I know it's real. I don't want to see people getting hurt. It doesn't make the... Like, it bothers me when I'm watching people get hurt for real. Like, I don't want to see somebody injured doing anything. Like, that's not entertainment for me.
Totally. Did you see that Robbie E officially debuted in NXT? I think it was last night.
No, I do not. I know they've been doing a lot of debuts. I know Chelsea Green broke her wrist in her first TV match.
Yeah, that sucks. Robbie E, from what I am assuming now, he's just going to be a manager.
Okay, do you know for whom?
Give me 1 second, because I had looked it up. I had just read about it before we got on. And I'll tell you, it's two guys I've never heard of.
Oh, okay.
So I'm assuming it's like newer people. I just have to find him. Bear with me. Because he's using his name that he was using on the indies when he wasn't Robbie E anymore. He's Robert Strauss.
Okay.
Which is, I'm assuming, his real name.
Do they know?
Hang on.
Do they know he's a homophobe?
I don't know.
Piece of trash.
He showed up as a manager for Indian wrestlers. I'm going to try and pronounce these names. Suarav, S-A-U-R-A-V, Gujar, and Rinku Singh.
No fucking clue who either one of those two guys are, but cool beans.
They look like two, like, big dudes.
Oh, interesting.
But he's like apparently their like mouthpiece.
I want fucking Babatunde already, bro.
Yeah, where the hell's he been?
Big fucking Polish dude.
Makes Braun Strowman look short.
Yeah, bro, that dude's a monster. Oh, you hear Taker's gonna be at the next Saudi Arabian show?
I heard about that. They must be offering him some good money.
Yeah. I also have heard rumors, you know, because his hair is now black, which means he's definitely gonna be
Do
at
something.
Mania. I don't know if that's the truth because I'm trying to remember. You know that link I sent you not long ago where it was him with the pastors? I
Yeah.
think his hair was black. So,
Speaking
I
of
mean,
which,
like,
that video was painful to listen to.
well, once they got to the praying stuff, I turned it off. But
Oh no, that didn't bother me. It was just that I found the guy that was interviewing him obnoxious at times.
yeah,
No disrespect.
I don't give a fuck if you disrespect him. I don't know him. Actually, extra disrespect then. Fuck that dude. I know what you mean though. The guy is very
Marky.
yeah, I think he's trying to oversell it for his own stuff. I think it's fucking amazing seeing the Undertaker like that and
Yeah, just a
asking
normal dude.
a group of pastors to fucking pray for him. Like that was mind blowing.
Yeah. Yeah, the big rumor Lance said is Taker versus Sting.
Okay, I haven't heard. Based off of what?
Because Sting has come out and recently said he would come out of retirement for that match.
Okay,
Which I hope never ever happens, especially now.
yeah, I'm.
And the reason I say that is because that ship has long sailed, and I do not want to see, two 50-plus-year-old guys working in the ring because it would hurt my heart.
Yeah, no, I don't think that I don't even know how to say this. I don't think there's any fucking chance in hell of that happening. Just because Sting said if he was gonna come out of retirement, that's who. I think sometimes internet fans listen to everything and they think everything is.
I know what you mean.
So no, I don't. I'd fucking hope. Plus, don't you think WWE would want to build it more than 2 weeks?
Definitely.
Apparently, he's on the signage for WrestleMania.
So that means he's
Undertaker.
probably making an appearance at the very least.
Yeah, so, I mean, who knows? Vince is also not happy he's doing that other signing.
Yeah, oh well.
So
He'll get over it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't think he's going to have a full match. If he does, I hope.
It'll be a quick one like he did against Cena.
Yeah, I hope that's all it is.
Because to be frank with you, when he did that, he looked fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was in a small time frame. No, I agree fully. I don't know. It's not nostalgia for me. It's painful to see him move around. And I don't even mean that
he should
to
have
be funny.
retired a while ago. Like, honestly, it should have been at WrestleMania 30. If he was going to lose, let him lose and then just walk away.
Yeah. No, I'm with you 100%. So.
Definitely.
Yeah, so we got 2 weeks to go.
Yeah, all right, man. Before we get out of here, what are your plans for the rest of the weekend?
Just chill, play some video games, and not have to worry about having to do anything.
That sounds lovely. I'm kind of doing the same, but I'm just sitting around watching basketball and taking it easy. Don't have little man back for a few days.
Oh, that's good.
So I could kind of just loaf around and do nothing.
Loafing around is good. I like to loaf around.
Yeah. And then you got your vacation coming, so you're excited.
Yeah, I may actually start being prepared and putting some fucking clothes and stuff away.
Yeah, definitely. All right, everyone. We're going to get out of here for tonight. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. And we'll see you back next time. Have a good night, everybody.